The numbers here are tragic. The homeless population in the county is up 13% from last year.
More than 500,000 Americans are homeless on any given night.
We found no shortage of tents illegally tapping into city fire hydrants for water.
A growing number of homeless people in the U.S. are children and teenagers.
It's emergency time.
More than a quarter of America's homeless are in California. The issue was the sole topic of Governor Gavin Newsom's State of the State address.
It's a disgrace. The richest state and the richest nation, succeeding across so many sectors, is falling so far behind to properly house, heal, and humanely treat so many of its own people.
Ice cream sundaes. We're going to start the line right now. Thank you for your patience.
My name is Shirley. I'm founder of Biddy to the Streets. I lost my son back in 1990. I was broken. I didn't have any goals. I had nothing. I thought life was just sad. And then a friend suggested one day I go out and feed the homeless with them. And it was just like a missing piece of my life just clicked. I was like, oh my God, this is what I should be doing.
Thank you for saying thank you. Bye, honey. Happy Monday to you.
I didn't know about homelessness. I thought all they wanted was shelter and food.
They started calling me the makeup lady. These are queens and they don't have the opportunity to go to get their hair done. They don't have the opportunity to go to Sephora and get makeup. It's just a confidence booster. And if that's something we can bring them, then why not? How's your week been, baby?
What would you say to someone who argues that hair and makeup shouldn't be a primary focus with the homeless?
What I want to do is just restore dignity, just make them feel important and make them feel beautiful.
You know, I was so used to having that pain, I could help other people through it.
You went out there to feed the homeless,
yeah,
and they saw how fabulous you were.
And when I found out that women on the streets were still interested in hair and makeup and just anything that an average woman would need, that's where I realized,
oh wow, maybe this is what I should do with my brokenness. I went home and I cashed in my 4,000 Sephora points. I just started going out there giving out makeup, and I knew it wasn't gonna get them off the street, but I knew it could make them feel a little better. Started with the transgender community. I was like, girl, you need some more eyelashes, queen. Those eyelashes are tired. There you go. Lean back, Miss Darlene.
Got it. All right.
we are a very small nonprofit, but what we do in the streets of Skid Row, I feel like has a big impact in the lives of the homeless. We provide hair care, we do makeup. A lot of the homeless people do walk their kids to school. Some of them do have jobs.
Got a job.
Oh, amen for God. Tell her to come Saturday so we can hook her up with some makeup and hair and stuff for her new job.
And what we give them allows them to go to work in confidence and not feel like they just came out of a sleeping bag, or they just came out of a tent, or they just came out of their car. They go to school and they walk their kids to the front gate with their hair freshly done. They go to work with makeup. They have clean clothes thanks to you guys. Beauty to the Streets is a nonprofit organization that goes out there and it kind of does exactly what the name says. We take beauty to the streets, whatever that looks like. So it's hair, it's makeup, it's food, it's clothing, it's hygiene, it's music on the corner. It's like an outdoor mall. They can come get eyelashes put on, their hair washed, colored cut. We have barbers that come out and service and groom the men. We have kids getting haircuts for school.
We got 600 hamburgers from McDonald's today. 600 McDoubles. Ice cream table, cherries and all the toppings. Itty bitty, cute little individual sized cakes they sent for the homeless.
This could be any of us out here. I think that's the biggest thing people need to understand. There are real life stories down here. There's real life trauma down here. This could be you.
Do you have a cosmetology background?
I'm a hood stylist.
You're a hood stylist?
Yeah.
For my birthday today, I have but one wish, and that is for everyone to click the link in my bio and purchase a belt for the homeless.
So we do have dog food and cat food that we scoop out in here and put in bags when they come.
I think a lot of times people think beggars can't be choosers, so they give the homeless whatever they want to give them versus what they want and what they need. And they're not beggars, they're just people who are down on their luck. I've been out there for almost 3 years, and trust does not come easy. Calling them by their name, that was a big thing to me. Just showing them nothing but respect and consistency. When I tell them I'm gonna come back, I always come back. When I come, they would bring more people, and then the word got out, and we started, just slowly integrating over to this big production you see today. I got involved with Fighters for the World. when one of my team members suggested we bring them in because I insisted on going to one of the worst streets in Skid Row.
They're like, hey, you know, we've been feeding the homeless down there, but we're getting more people. Once we came here one time, we're like, man, we ain't leaving y'all. You know, we'll be back next Saturday. And every Saturday after that.
It's very organized now when it comes, I bring my kids here, so it's a safe environment now.
They've been there, and not just protection. You know, they provide a lot of comfort for them. They just become part of the family. They are an extension of Beauty to the Streets. You know, before I got into colors and being bright and bold, like the world would always silence me. And then when I started putting on makeup and all these fancy colors, I was the bold, beautiful woman. Over time, you start hearing so many compliments, you start to change your vision and your view of yourself. But don't you know when you feel better, you start treating yourself better?
Yes, you do, you really do.
Because being homeless is not the worst thing in the world. Being homeless without the things that you need, that's rough. That's rough. And this is something we can provide. This is something I'm good at. They're taking them off the street, that's bigger than me. You know, this I can do.
I think the work that Shirley's doing is courageous and amazing. She's a godsend.
I think it takes the streets to help the streets. It's how she respects everybody, how she connects with everybody. She don't put herself over nobody that's out here.
I think that's something Beauty to the Streets has brought to the streets is that level of respect. Stopping to say hi, acknowledge the kids, acknowledge the people that have actually stand there and having a conversation with them. When this pandemic first hit, we tried to follow the stay-at-home order and do what we were told to do. I don't think we stopped to think what stay-at-home means for those people who don't have a home to stay in and depend upon our kindness to eat, to be warm, to be clean. When we realize that our staying at home puts our family and our community at a greater risk, let's be honest, I mean, COVID-19 is a concern, but if you follow me, the biggest concern for them is dying of hunger. We were like, oh my gosh, like, what should we do? Like, we've been taking care of them for 3 years. Like, you just don't abandon a relationship like that. So we definitely have to shift the way we do things. We don't do hair and makeup anymore because of the social distancing. We don't give the physical interaction and the hugs that we used to, which I'm not happy about at all, because part of going down there with my community was giving them hugs, was letting them know that they're loved and cared for. And now it's kind of like we have to keep them at 6 feet distance and they want to go in for a hug. And I'm like, 6 to 10, I can't. I'm trying to bring an awareness to what's really going on out here. So I started posting videos of what the needs are out there and how you can help. And people just trashed me. They're like, you're just looking for attention. You're never gonna be blessed. Helping the homeless changes nothing for myself. My life is still what it was before. Every parent's worst nightmare, I have lived that. But serving the homeless gives me a purpose for that pain of losing my son. I have nothing to give these people but my character and my word. I'll be back. I'll get you a wig, queen, as soon as I can. That's all I got is my character and my word. That's it.
Just a heart of gold, man. She's here through the week as well. She'll come through and drop off pizzas on Tuesday. There's no one like her.
God is giving me my purpose, and I cannot imagine myself doing anything but this for the rest of my life. I just can't.